Dandvat Pranam Thousand times Lord Sri Paramadadam Guru Pada Padma Vishnu Pada Stotra Sriman Bhakti Bandhav Giridhari Maharaj.Why. Secondly, Avamasa Sangandvat Pranam Thousand times Lord Sri Mashir Rupan Gauri Guru Varga Avamasa Sangandvat Pranam Thousand Purpose Now the Middle. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, slok 20. Karmanaiva hi samsiddhim astita janakadaya loka sangraham evapi sampashyan kartum arhasi. Saintly kings such as Janak attain supreme perfection by performing karma, prescribed duties. Therefore, in consideration of setting an ideal for people in general, you should perform your prescribed duty. Janak Maharaj, father of Sita Devi. Bhavanuva. This sloka beginning with karma naiva presents evidence about the importance of sadachar, proper conduct. Sri Bhagavan says, even if you consider yourself to have the adhikar to follow the path of Gyan, you should still perform your prescribed duties with the purpose of instructing the people in general. For this purpose, Sri Krishna says, Loka Sangraham, the people in general. In other words, even though you may be above karma adhikar, but still you should perform karma. Not in the true sense, but externally you should at least perform, to show and give an example to others. Therefore the Vaishnavas say, even though our Guru Varga, they are qualified to just sit in one place and chant constantly. Totally they are absorbed in the spiritual world, spiritual reality, but they perform so many kinds of physical services. Their body, mind and words, to teach us, to show us example. Buddha's Prakashika Vritti. Sri Bhagavan instructs Arjuna in order to engage people in their respective prescribed duties and to restrain them from their tendency to follow a degraded path. The performance of karma is necessary for you. Shloka 21. Yad yad acharati shastas tattareva tarojanaha saya pramanam kurute lokastat anuvartate. Common people will follow the behavior of a great man, and the whole world will emulate the standards that he sets. Bhavanava. In this sloka beginning with the word yad yad, Sri Bhagavan is explaining how ideals are established for the common people. In other words, great personalities, leaders, they follow, and those who are junior to them, they will follow the seniors. That is the example to be set. If leaders and the seniors do not follow, then how will the common person follow? Therefore, the leaders, they have the power to inspire and guide those who are dependent on them, those who look up towards them. Therefore, it is their responsibility to guide them through one's own behavior, through one's own practice. Ami gorara, mukhe bole to nahi chale. Gaur achar, gaur vichar, tabhi to phal pave. Just saying that I am yours, gora. This is, just by having these words in your mouth, this is not going to do. Only someone who is established in gaur achar, gaur vichar, then he will get the real fruit. He will be successful. So in other words, it's not simply enough to talk the talk. We have to walk the walk. Acharya Maharaj, he is like the prime example of this. Always says what he means what he says. Antara bahira samaya bahar. Internally and externally, our mood should be one. Our external behavior should reflect our internal behavior. Therefore, someone who practices these words has power, has Shakti. Then those See, words that are spoken from the mouth, they go in the ear and go out the heart. Words that are spoken from the heart go to the heart of the listener. So, therefore, only someone who is practicing, who has achar, then his words will have potency. Then he can actually influence and help others. This is the reality. Without that, then there is nothing. Without practices, it is all useless. Therefore, a Kanishta Adhikari, he does prachar, preaches, but he has no achar. He has no practice. There is no realization. A Madhyam Adhikari, he gives up the idea of prachar because he knows that without achar, what prachar I will do. Therefore, a Madhyam Adhikari has achar but has no prachar. But the Uttam Adhikari, he has achar and prachar both. Therefore, Sanatana Goswami told Haridas Thakur that apana achara keha na kare prachar. Apana achara keha na kare prachar. Said, आचार प्रचार कहना नाम दुई करिया तुम्हें सर्वगुरु तुम्हें जगत हटारिया अब प्रचार करे न कहना करे आचार करे न कहना करे प्रचार करे न कहना करे आचार प्रचार करना नाम दुई करिया तुम्हें सर्वगुरु तुम्हें जगत हटारिया. Some people they practice but they don't preach. Some people preach but they don't practice. But you practice and preach the holy name. Therefore you are a guru for everyone. You are the topmost human being. You are the guru of the entire world. Therefore, someone who has this achar and prachar, then he can really help. He can really be beneficial for everyone. Therefore, when humility enters in the heart and you realize that I am nothing, I am insignificant, I have no Shakti, Shakti buddhihin amiyati deen, then what do we pray? Koramore atmasad. We pray to become one with the moods, heart of Sri Guru. Then we begin this acharan. Before that, then there is no bhajan. Till this humility enters the heart, your bhajan cannot start. You have to realize that my original offense is what? The root cause of all my offenses is that I turned my face away from Krishna. And then when you actually realize this guilt, when you truly realize this in your heart that you are guilty because of this, that's the day your bhajan will begin, not before. So one has to accept one's humble position, fallen position. Therefore, Bhakti Bandhav in his song books, Gitamala, Gitavali, Sharanagati, everywhere, he does his Danya Bodhik Prarthana. All his prayers full of humility. So many songs only about humility. Buliya Tomara, Samsara Asya, Taya Nana Vidhabhata. Amara Jivana Sarapa Vedata. Nahiga Punya Ralesh. Emona Durmati Samsara Vitara Kodaya Archino Ami Tavanijan Kono Mahadana Patela. So many songs praying in this mood of Danya Bhak. Why? So that when we hear these songs, we pray these songs, and this mood will come in our heart. Till this Danya, this humility comes in the heart, till you accept your own faults and mistakes, there's no question of any bhajam, there's no question of any achar. But when you realize that you are truly insignificant, then your bhajan can begin. So Maharaj is saying, fight for the lower ground. Don't try to shoot for the stars. Try to have your 2 feet on the ground. Try to realize your position, your insignificant, worthless position. Don't take your time here in the temple for granted. Nothing is for granted. It's a great opportunity. It's a great golden opportunity to perform seva, engage in bhajan, bhakti. Don't think that this is guaranteed, these opportunities. They are very, very rare and very, very special chances. Therefore, we should really take these into our heart. If we don't, then we lose. We lose out on these things. The problem is that we become complacent and we neglectful because we have this mundane vision. So towards Guru, Thakurji, Vaishnava Dham. We don't hear Harikatha, we don't only hear Harikatha, we don't practice what we hear. If we maintain this mundane vision, mundane conception of where we are, this is not any ordinary place, this is Vrindavan Dham. This is transcendental Divya Vrindaranya Kalpadhumana. Sima Rat Nagara Simhasanasto Shri Radha Shila Govinda Deva Prasthala Receptive Manasmadam. Shri Radha Govinda along with all their Sakis are eternally here, present, performing their fashion, even today. Ajjabi Sailila Kore Gora Rai, Kona Kona Bhagavan Jate Pare Pai. Kripa Kore Maya Jal, Utaya Jagan, Anki Degi Subisa Chin Maya Bhagan. This is transcendental Dham, completely spiritual. Fortunate Jiva can realize this thing. Vrindavana Sakhi Bhavavitu Noti Kirtim. This Vrindavan has been glorified to become the most glorious place on this earth. At Devakasutta, he said, Vrindavana Sakhi Bhavavitu Noti Kirtim. At Devakasutta Padam Buddha Labda Lakshmi, Govinda Vena Anumakta Mayura Nittam Prekshatmi San Avaratanya Samasta Sattam. This is the place where even Lakshmi Devi herself, she is hankering and desire to attain residence in this Vrindavan Dham. Even today she is in Belvan sitting there performing tapasya. Here, Krishna plays, Govinda plays his flute, and all the inert objects, like stones, they begin to melt. And those animate objects in the rivers, they stop flowing. The cows, they stop drinking milk from their mother's udders, and the milk gets stuck in their mouths. All the peacocks and the animals, they begin dancing. They're dancing in the meadows and the valleys of Govardhan here and there. When they hear this flute, they become stunned. They cannot move. This is the Sri Vrindavan Dham. Really transcendental. Not an ordinary place. Krishna said that Vrindavanam Parityaja Pada Ekam Nagachit. Not even for one foot outside of Vrindavan did he go. Not even one step outside. So many, Vrindavan is glorified in so many places. Anga Shama Lima Chitavi Ravito Mandi Kichandi Vadam Jadam Jagarada Rafisam Vidatnam Patambara Sasha Vrindaran and Nivasam Hidurasat Damarido Tama Veda Modanam Radha Skanda Nivesikajulam Jayama Damodanam. Vrindavan is Vrindavana Manipate Jaya Soma Samamoda. Vrindavan is such a special place. Yeah, so we should not, we consider it to be ordinary. And top of that, we think that Thakurji to be ordinary. Archa Vishnu Shiladir Gurushu Naramatin Vaishnava Jati Buddhi. We have this concept. Yasakna Buddhit Kunapetri Dhatuke Swadi Kalatrarisu Boma Ijjati. Yaktirta Salilan Nakarhijit. So we think in this way that the deity is to be ordinary. We think it to be stone. We don't have that faith that Thakurji is directly present here. Directly Radha will not be the Panchatattva directly present here. We maintain this mundane conception. We maintain mundane conception of Guru Vaishnava. Guru Shu Naramati. Archa Vishnu Shila, this Archa. Acharya Mam Vijanayan Nava Manyata Karshit. Nam Martya Buddha Suyata Sarvadeva Maya Guru. We have this Martya Buddhi. Guru Naramati. We consider Guru to be ordinary. We are seeing right now, we are seeing Guru like what? Our Guru is like a parent. He is like our mother, like our father. He is maintaining us, he is giving us love and affection. We are enjoying Guru, but we are not serving Guru. That is our mood now. Oh, the Vaishnavas are giving us, feeding us pakoras and then giving us love and affection, everything. They are like a parent for us. This is our mood. We're treating us we're like spoiled children. But we should have what mood we should have? Guru Naramati. This Guru, we should have this Gaudam Buddhi. We give up this Naramati, this Marti Buddhi, and we should have this mood of reverence that the Vaishnava Guru is what? They are Sri Guru. They are direct transcendental associate of the Lord. It is our responsibility to pray and hanker for His mercy. Not take His presence for granted. Pray and hanker for His mercy and try to take advantage of that. Then you'll always be praying and aspiring to be under guidance. Always trying to please Guru in new and new ways. But when you think that, therefore we don't realize what is the purpose of here being in the temple. What is the reason for being here? Only for one reason. Please Sri Guru, please Guru and Vaishnava. If you have forgotten that, then your time in the temple, your days will be counted. You will not be here long. There's only one reason why we're here is to please Guru and Vaishnava, make relationship with them. For no other reason. Therefore we should pray. Try to realize what does it mean to be a disciple. Disciple means discipline, to serve Sri Guru. You have to serve. Try to please Guru, try to make relationship. You have to realize that is your parichaya. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of Sri Guru. That is my position. I have no other position. And therefore, what is my dharma? My dharma is to serve and please Sri Guru. And if you don't have that mentality, don't have that conception, then you're in the wrong place. Therefore, you should have that mentality. And then should be that, and your sadhya should be clear. Your goal should be clear. What do you want? If your goal is not clear, then your sadhana will not be clear. You will not know what you're doing, why you are here. Then you take everything for granted and you will neglect Guru Vaishnava, make so many offenses. So, this is a very, very rare opportunity. Therefore, Guru Vaishnava is so merciful. Yet Acharya Shreshtas, by their own example, they are living amongst us. They could be living and staying under any kalpavriksha in Vrindavan doing their bhajana. Why they have to be here? They are putting so much time and so much time and energy just helping us. Therefore, we should have that respect, that understanding that Vaishnava what? Sri Guru. They are Guru Tattva, Sadguru, Rasik Vaishnava. And we should be hankering and desiring to please and trying to beg and pray for retain one drop of their moon. Then you'll never be complacent. Then you'll always be praying to be under guidance, always aspiring to serve in new ways. So much energy you'll have. Because your goal is clear. If your goal is not clear, then any walking you do will be tiresome. You go for a walk, then after some time, I'm tired, I want to go back to my house and rest. But if you know you have a journey, you have a destination to attain, you're not going to stop here and there until you attain the destination. You're going to be moving to get there as soon as possible. When it's time to board your plane, then leaving the temple 6 hours early, going to the airport. No problem, waiting there for 2-3 hours. How many people are waiting 2-3 hours before Harikatha, or waiting 2-3 hours before their seva? Coming late for everything. So, it shows you where your desire, where your intelligence, what is your sadhya. It shows that there's no clear conception of sadhya. No sambandha. Understanding that I am a servant of Sri Guru. If you understand that I am the servant of Sri Guru, it is my duty to serve Sri Guru, please Sri Guru, then that will always be in your forefront of your mind. And you will always have that respect. And there will be no doubts, there will be no confusion. If that is not clear, then we'll see Guru in an ordinary way. You're seeing Guru in an ordinary way. You're not understanding his position. You're not understanding who is Sri Guru. Guru is who? Rara Sammukha Samshakting Saki Sangha Nivashni Tamaham Tattadam Mandir Guru Rupa Param Sakim. Guru is what? Parasakhi. He is Saki, Guru Rupa Saki. He is eternal servant, maid servant of Srimati Radhika. That is their position. They are the highest, they are coming from the highest place. Nikunja Yono Rati Kili Siddhya Yayalimir Yukti Rasakshne Ati Daksha Ati Vallabhasya. They are very Daksha, expert in serving Sri Radha and Krishna and Ati Vallabha. Valla means dear. Ati Valla means extremely dear. They are extremely near and dear associates of Radha and Krishna. You have such a personality amongst you in your vision. But we do not see them in that way. Therefore, we neglect Sri Guru, we take everything they serve for granted, and we don't aspire, we don't try to serve. We see them we have these multi-buddhis. We see them as a parent. We see them as an ordinary guardian. Or they are providing the world, giving their love and affection. In that way, mundane vision. You have to give up this mundane vision. Just because Guru Vaishnava is showing example by their own activity, by their achar, does not mean just before they do karma like we do. They are bathing, they are eating, all these things, sleeping. Doesn't mean that they are ordinary. You think the Guru Vaishnava is sleeping, they don't sleeping. My own I've seen Guru Vaishnava, they go, take a little rest at 11 o'clock, they're waking up at 1:30, 2 o'clock every day. Never taking rest. So, always serving, always prasadam, cooking, sevaks cooking this much, so much, putting the room full, but why not distributing their own prasad to others? Taking like these sparrows, like this little bit. When Swami Maharaj Prabhupada in his last days was in Vrindavan, he was only taking Charanamrita. Before I had complete sleep, he said, now I have complete eating and drinking also. He's only taking 100 drops of Charanamrita a day. So these are Guru and Vaishnava, they don't perform karma. They are on a transcendental platform level. Therefore, we should never consider them to be ordinary. They are very great Vaishnavas. Jahara deke vaise Krishna naam. Jahara deke mukha aise Krishna naam. Just by seeing them automatically, desires of Krishna awaken in the heart. Darshane pavitra karo ei tumhara gun. They have this quality. Just by the darshan, the whole world is purified. Brahmandat Tarita Shakti Dhare Jane Jane Eveda Purana Guna Gaya Jeva Suna. They have the power to deliberate a whole Brahmandat. To speak of maintain one temple like this. Whole universe they can deliver like that if they want. Therefore, one should Guru Tattva should take Guru Tattva very seriously. Gurudev was always speaking Guru Tattva, always. Wherever he went, he was hammering this Guru Tattva everywhere. Therefore, those who are associated with Gurudev Hari's Katha, and they have this, he used to say Guru Nishtha is the backbone of Bhakti. Without this Guru Nishtha, you have nothing. You don't have it, you will not be grounded. And a little air comes, little wind, little disturbance, then you will be flying in the sky like butter. This Guru Nishtha must develop. You must, therefore, first, Anga Bhakti for Guru Karasra. Take shelter of Sri Guru. Then, Diksha Shiksha. Take Diksha Shiksha. Then, Vishrambhena Guru Seva. From Vishrambhena Guru Seva. Try to, this is the process. Explained by Rupa Goswami. Without this Guru Nishtha, this Guru Bhakti, Nishtha in the Vaishnava, then everything will be very difficult. Everything will be very cheap. Also, there will be no desire. Without this Sambandha, they describe that this, Bhagavatam says that this human body, Ni Deham Adya Sulabam Sudurlabam, Adya Sukalpam Guru Karnadaram, Maya Anukulana Nava Sutaritam. They said that this human body is like a boat. And Sri Guru is the captain of that boat, guiding this. Guru Karnadhara. Karnadhara means he's the captain, one who is guiding, navigating the boat. Karnadhara has a second meaning also. Karna means the ear, Dhara means the hold. One who is actually holding the and chastising. That is Sri Guru. But Maya Anukulaga Nava Satalitam. But the favorable winds that is pushing the boat, the wind hits the sails and pushes the boat forward. What is that wind? That is the Vaishnava, that is the Sadhu Sangha. The mercy of the Vaishnavas. They are inspiring us to go forward on this. And those who do not, Binan Pashugnas Atma, those who do not, they are killers of their own self. Those who do not take the opportunity of this human life, do not take shelter of Guru, do not take shelter of Sadhu Sangha, then everything will be lost. Here Prakashika Vritti. In order to establish an ideal for the people in general, a great person should perform their karma, prescribed duties. This Siddhanta of Bhagavad Gita is also verified in many parts of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Canto 3, Canto 5, Canto 6, etc. Slok 22. Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana Nana bhaktam abhaktavyam varta eva chakarmani. O Partha, I have no need to perform prescribed duties, karma, because there is nothing within the three worlds that I cannot attain, nor is there anything that I desire to attain. Even so, I am always engaged in performing prescribed duties. Bhavanuvad. In this and the next two slokas, Sri Bhagavan presents himself as an example in order to instruct the common people of the world. Now, even Krishna is showing by his own example. following all Varna Ashram Dharma, following all rules and regulations, everything, showing the ideal. Krishna is Leela Purushottam. Even Krishna, and his Braj Leela there, he is not, even there, actually, even you say that Ram is Maryada Purushottam, Krishna is Leela Purushottam. Ram is the perfect embodiment of Maryada etiquette. But actually, Krishna is also the embodiment of etiquette. So is Radhika. But for the sake of relishing Ras, they are engaging in Parakya Bhav. So that, therefore the Maryada that is manifest in Braj Leela is actually far superior than the Maryada that is there in Ram Leela. But it is hidden. And it's in the form of Prem Maryada. Following the rules and regulations of love. And then therefore they are showing. They are always one-pointed and loyal to that Prem, relishing that love. So Krishna, he even shows, even in his Balya Pauganda Kaisar Leela, he's showing, he's taking the cows out every day and he's performing his duty as a cowherd. He's doing cowherding in the winter, in the summer. Now summer will start. Who wants to go outside? Krishna every day in the hot summer season is going out. 9 lakh cows. Imagine herding 9 lakh cows. Even imagine you taking even dragging one cow down the street, how much tension will be. 10 cows. 100 cows. Okay. 9 lakh cows, 900,000 cows. Imagine how much headache is managing these cows. Running here and there. Then you have to milk them all, feed them all, bathe them, everything. So much seva is there, but Krishna is serving all these cows along with the cowherd boys. So many, then even in his Dwaraka Leela, Mathura Leela, Krishna as a king, he's showing so much, all Maryada, etiquette, everything perfect. And therefore, Krishna is saying, I don't have to do any of these things. I'm the creator of everything. I have created the rules. What is Maryada, what is not. I define what is Maryada. Therefore, Krishna is above all these things. But yet he still shows the example. In Guru and Vaishnava, they also show this example. Therefore, why to teach us? To help us to also become established in proper conduct. Otherwise, we'll engage in sinful activities. Slok 23. Yadahiyam na varteyam jadu karmanya atandritaha mama vartmanu vartante manusya parita sarvasaha. O Partha, if I ever fail to engage vigilantly in my prescribed duties, common people would certainly imitate me in all respects. Krishna is saying, if I were not to do my duty, then people would do whatever I do. Therefore, people that Krishna performs for the sake of Leela, Krishna performed Ras Leela and so many other pastimes. Therefore, ignorant common people they criticize, joke and laugh at Krishna. Oh, look what he's doing with the ignorance. But still, even though Krishna was so ideal in all his conduct, still they are finding fault. Therefore, he said that a white cloth has one black spot, then everyone will just look at that black spot. Look at that defect. No one will appreciate the white cloth anymore because of that black spot. It has to be perfect. Therefore, like in the marketing world, when they manufacture goods, if there's any defect in that, then they don't put it on the shelf. They send it, put it aside. You can buy those ones cheaper from some other. They sell it to some other company who will sell these things, but they're only the good products are put on the shelves. People will see if there's any fault, they don't want it. The nature is fault finding is there. 99% is good, 1% is bad. Oh, no, I want 100%. Why? Enjoyers, bogis. Bogi wants to enjoy 100%. They don't want 99%. They want the full enjoyment. Therefore, Krishna is saying, therefore, I am doing my prescribed duties. Otherwise, if I don't, then people imitate me. Slok 24. Utsideyu rime loka na kuryam karma chedaham shankarasya kartasyam upahanyam ima prajaha. If I did not perform karma, then everyone would become degraded and I would become the cause of promoting Varna Shankara. In this way, I would be instrumental in the destruction of the entire population. Depending on your position, that much responsibility you have. If you act in an irresponsible way, you not only affect your life, but you affect the lives of so many others. Bhavanuvar, Utseedayu means that they will become degraded. By following my example and not engaging in their prescribed duties, common people would become fallen. Consequently, I would be the cause of Varna Shankara, unwanted population. By making humanity impure, I would be its destroyer. Prakashika Vritti. Sri Bhagavan is saying, if I did not perform duties as prescribed in the Vedas, people would imitate me. In this way, I would be the cause of their deviating from the path of Dharma and going to hell. We heard before. Those who perform neglected duty do akarma, vikarma, then with the reaction they go to hell. Therefore, if you have some responsibility but you fail to do it, then you'll be punished. In this world is, you can see if you're in a job and you don't do your job well, they'll fire you. This is your punishment. In the military, you can really see if you don't do your job, they'll not only fire you, they make court-martial you, imprison you, execute you. Why? Because so much responsibility is there in that position. And if you neglect it, you're endangering everyone else. Therefore, the higher the responsibility, the more the punishment. Especially wartime, they'll execute you if you don't follow the. If you have so much responsibility given and you neglect it, then you get punished. So Krishna is saying, I would be the cause of all these things. People who go to hell. Therefore, it is appropriate for the leaders of society to engage in that karma which is prescribed in the Vedas and which promotes the people's welfare. Therefore, if you are to do karma that is prescribed in the Vedas. Don't do independently. Vikarma, karma, all these things. Do kamya karma. If you want to do karma, enjoy, at least follow the Vedas. At the present time, most of the so-called religious, social, national and world leaders have fallen from the path of dharma, and consequently common men are also deviating from the proper path. This root problem of immorality, violence, envy and so forth is present everywhere. The only solution to this problem is chanting of Harinam and the cultivation of Bhakti in the association of genuine sadhus. Only by the process of this Sankirtan movement can the world be purified. Because in Kali Yuga, Sudras, they vote for Sudras. And 1 million, 100, 200 million Sudras get together and they vote for somebody. Who are they going to vote? Sudras are going to vote for another Sudra. This collective voting mentality is not going to lead you anywhere. Therefore, in Vedic times, there was no voting system. Someone who was a righteous king, who embodied all the qualities described in the scriptures, imbibed all the qualities of Bhagavan himself, then he was made the king. Generally, only those fortunate jivas who had those qualities, they had the punya, the sukriti, they would be born in such families. But it's not black and white, because of course, so many unsaintly kings have also born in saintly families. But in previous yugas, it was the preservation of the line and everything was very strong. Now in Kali Yuga, there is no lineage, everything is gone. In the house of Brahmanas, Rakshasas are born. In previous times, this was not the way. The way was accepting a saintly king, Prithu Maharaj. Bhagavan himself is directly Shakti avatar of Bhagavan himself, Prithu Maharaj. So many great kings, Sun dynasty, Ramachandra, Moon dynasty, Yaru dynasty, Krishna, all these lineages have been spoken in the Bhagavatam. All these great Bharat Maharaj, this land is named after him, Bharat. A place which is place of illumination, self-realization. Bharat Maharaj, he gave up everything for that. So many great kings. Before Kali Yuga began, who was the last great king? That was Parikshit Maharaj. He was the son of the Pandavas. His Abhimanyu's son. Arjuna's son was Abhimanyu, Abhimanyu's son was Parikshit. After Parikshit Maharaj, then all the king lineages began corrupting. So many great leaders and kings were here. They used to guide the common people. But now, who is there? Only Rakshasas, demons, karmis, vishayas, enjoyers, they all taking up these positions. Dr. Kanaki Pandit says, never trust a politician. They'll do anything for their own. They'll speak anything, tell any lies for their own welfare. They'll cheat anyone. Do anything that is beneficial for them. They are shameless. And all politicians are the same. It's only a game. It's only a false conception to think that there are two opposing parties. One is left wing, one is right wing. No, there's no left wing, there's no right wing. They're all just politicians playing a game, being put against each other to create some kind of conception of suspense, conception of opposition. Then you bond with one party and then you support. It's just to create this sense of bonding. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. To create this conception of friends and enemies, this is how politics works. And you get people to support you, to join a cause. It's all just Rakshasas and demons, they're playing this game. There's no difference. Every single politician, they all have the same selfish motives. And they're all being controlled by the illusory energy. Nowadays, most politicians, they're all sponsored by the same media companies also. Where do they get the money to do their campaigns? They get sponsored by the same. They get sponsored by the same people who are sponsoring the same people, the same companies, the same bankers. They're sponsoring these politicians. That's all it is. Then once you're in position, you have to do what you say. There's no real independence. Here, Slok 25. Shakta karmanya abhidvangsho yata kurvanti bharata. Kuryat vidvangsata shaktas chikirsur loka sangraham. O descendant of Bharat, ignorant people perform karma with attachment. Those who are wise should also work, but without attachment, to set an ideal for the people in general. Thus even a person, thus even a person who is firmly situated on the platform of Gyan must perform karma. Shri Krishna concludes his topic with this sloka beginning with the word Shakta. Even those who are performing bhakti must perform karma also. But Dhyana karma anavridam, you shouldn't cover your bhakti. You should only be supporting. If it is favorable, then we perform it. Therefore, this Daivi Varnashram Dharma is established by Guru Varga Acharyas. We have to follow this Daivi Varnashram. Set an example for others. This is one kind of karma. Following Dharma, Varna and Ashram. This is favorable. It creates some platform that we may perform our bhajan, our bhakti. Without this Varna, Varna and Ashram, then what will happen? Chaos, anarchy. There will be no structure. And that will create an environment for engaging in sinful activities. Therefore, there has to be segregation between the sexes. There has to be clear rules and regulations set for householders, for tyagis, and for the varnas also. Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas. According to your nature, you should engage in work. Therefore, Guru Varga, I see your tendencies, your capacity, and they engage you in seva according to your capacity. Some people, they have nishta in performing seva through their body, some through their mind, some through their speech. Accordingly, Guru and Vaishnava will engage you. They are very experts. And here, so even the Bhakta, he will perform karma that is favorable, that will not cover his devotion. Because to maintain the body you have to, but also to show example for others. Not everyone is on the platform to do Ananya Shuddha Bhakti. You have to help them come to that platform. Therefore, Gurudev said, if you are householders, remain as a householder. If you are brahmachari, remain as a brahmachari. If you are sannyasi, remain as a sannyasi. Wherever you are, stay in that position. Form your bhajan bhakti. Don't jump around here and there. Otherwise, you will create disturbance. The ignorant perform karma with attachment, both to the work and its fruits. But one who knows tattva performs karma without attachment. The activities performed by these two types of people appear to be the same, but there is a difference of heaven and hell between them. The difference lies in the nishtha, staunch faith of those who are performing karma. One is attached while the other is detached. Night and day difference, heaven and hell difference. Na buddhi bedam janayat ajnanam karma sangina yojayat sarva karmani vidvan yukta samacharam. One who is learned and experienced in Gyan Yoga should not bewilder the intelligence of ignorant people by inducing them to give up their prescribed duties, karma, to engage in the culture of Gyan. Rather, by properly performing all of his own actions in a composed and detached state of mind, he should encourage them to engage in their own prescribed duties. This sloka is very important. Why? It shows you actually the true mentality of our Guru and Vaishnavas, how they behave with others. By their own example, they will encourage you. They'll try to inspire you. But they'll never give you any instruction that is above your adhikar. They'll see what your adhikar is, and they'll instruct you accordingly. If they see you have even a small desire for bhakti, they'll encourage you, they'll give you some instruction to help you go in that path. And they'll keep an eye on you, and they'll encourage you and take you forward. But they'll never tell you completely to give up this or give up that. No, this will be artificial renunciation. They'll engage you in seva. They'll engage you on hearing and chanting, doing so many things. And they'll slowly they'll increase the dose. Try to bring you more into their world and take you out of this world. But it will be slowly according to how you respond. If you respond with great enthusiasm, then your progress will be very quick. But it's like it. Some you have a disease in your body and you administer medicine. If the body, the disease doesn't respond to the medicine very well, there's no point pushing that medicine. Then they have to wait and see if there's any long-term effect, or they have to apply some new medicine. But if some medicine is working very nicely, then the treatment can run very smoothly and full speed. So Vaishnavas, they engage us in bhakti and they see how we're responding. Are we responding to what they're trying to give? And if they see that we're accepting it, then they'll give more and more and more. If they see that we don't want to receive it, then they'll step back. They'll wait for you to mature, to realize your own responsibility. Therefore, they never tell you to give up your karma. They never tell you to give up your seva. And if Vaishnavas are doing that, then they're testing you. Some people, they go to Vaishnava, I don't want to do this seva, I want to do this, I only want to do this one seva. No, we should try to have a balanced diet. If you're only taking ragari and kheer, then what will happen? Worms will come. So therefore, the seva should be balanced with hearing harikatha, chanting, attending temple program, but also different kinds of services. Like for instance, publication service. Publication service is its own category. Requires so much mental concentration and everything. But the Vaishnava, I remember when I was in Mathura, I told one time the Vaishnava, I have some publication service. I said, no. You do your temple services first. Once they are finished, you have time, then you do your publication service. I don't mind. Otherwise, how will you maintain the temple? If everyone gives up their temple services to do that service which they have inclination and have special desire to do, then how will the temple be maintained? First you maintain, please Guru. Buddha said 2 times of Guru Seva. One, he does his sadhan first, then he does his Guru Seva. Second kind of the superior sadhaki, first he'll complete all his Guru Seva responsibilities, then he'll have any time and with the rest of his free time, then he'll complete his sadhan. So first, fulfill Guru's desire. Please him. Once he is pleased, once Guru is fed and he is taking rest, then you take your prasad. You wake up before the Guru and you go to sleep after the Guru. This is the idea. First, try to realize your responsibility. Do your temple services that have been given to you. If you think, I'll only do this one service, then you have to question, is this what Guru wants or is this what I want? And people who do this, then you see then where they'll end up. Their mind will become disturbed. They're doing independent service, and then while they're independent service, then they're meeting with so many people, doing this thing, that thing. Where are they at now then? This you cannot neglect the order of Guru. You have to whatever service he gives, you do those services. And then, with enthusiasm, then you want to do more, then you do so many other things. Who is saying not to do? But don't box yourself into a conception that, oh, I only do this. If Guru encourages you in that way, then yes, then you are allowed to do that. Guru wants you to do that, then that's one thing. But you should try to understand Guru's heart. Does he want or not? For everyone is different. It's not the same for everyone. Everyone is unique. But for most people in the beginning stage, then there has to be a healthy balance between doing physical seva and doing your publications, doing your book distribution, there has to be a balance. Then it's like some people, they only traveling with the sannyasis and maharajas in the West. Never taking time to stay in the dham and do sadhana, bhajan, do seva. What happened to all those guru sevaks, sannyasi sevaks? Everyone who's traveling, they all end up falling down. All. Because why? Disciple of the Guru, rides with the Guru. They are worshipping the Guru, they are worshipping the sevak. Always eating food from Grihasta's houses, this house, that house, outside. Always being worshipped and honored and respected. Always traveling in AC car and flights here and there. Living comfy life. Doing little kirtan in hospital. What is that? You cannot digest that poison. You cannot digest that respect you are given. All that poison that is there. All the karma and all these things that are there in the prasad. And how you digest that? All these sevaks, and what happens to them? They all end up leaving. So therefore this balance should be there. Try to stay in the dham, do some guru sevas. Do your Vaishnava seva. I'm not saying don't do publication, don't do book distribution, you have to do those things also because Guru wants them. But you also should every day follow everything. Try to do some. If Guru, specifically if Guru gives you a specific seva, don't neglect that. Do that seva. And then with enthusiasm do your other sevas also. Try to develop some banda relationship and then realize your responsibility. That is the main thing. Like I said, it's not black and white for everyone. Everyone is unique, everyone has their specific order from Guru. But we should try to realize that. And especially if you are collecting anything, then that collection should never be kept for yourself. You should offer to your seniors. If that collection is, you keep that, and that will be also poisonous. That is the thing. Therefore, we should be very careful. If we're doing any kind of collection, then we should not keep that money for ourselves. Otherwise, our mind will become polluted. Be very, very careful for these things. That thing you should offer all to Guru and Vaishnava Seva. Then it is surrender. Then you are serving Guru. But if you are doing everything for yourself, then what will happen? If you are taking a percentage for yourself, then it becomes karma. The Bhavanuvad. Oh Arjuna, a man of knowledge should not bewilder the ignorant who are karma sangi, attached to the actions. Okay, the conch shell is blown. Mahabharata war. Before the beginning of the war, they blow the conch shell, and then they blow the conch shell. Now the conch shell is blown means we have to stop for the day. And tomorrow again this will continue. Today is Purnima, quality of Ras Purnima, and many other atithis today, so in the evening we'll hear that talk for sure. Gauramananda Hari Hari Bo Jai Shri Guru Pada Padma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Sachinandam Gaur Hari Ki Jai Saparsada Gaur Hari Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Sankirtan Kari Bhakti Vinna Ki Jai Ananta Gaudi Vaishnavi Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pal Ki Jai Nanda Gaudi Vaishnavi Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Brahmananda Hari Hari Bo